The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
To Tony Pollard.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now left side on the swing pass. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the three across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Green on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Catch made by Slayton. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Brian Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run out for the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Titans 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Mayfield on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
From the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down now, Pollard, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Savage on the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run forward with Pollard. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Davion Taylor on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A first down throw for Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. $13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers! Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, so I'll take it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
2-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and
They'll
3.
operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. To throw, Mayfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And it's third and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a third and 3. This time they stay on the ground. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Play fake. Here's Love. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Love. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This will be caught at about the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Mayfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
First down, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. From the 2 now, second and goal. Now here's Pollard. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Now Mayfield on third and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 42-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
On the handoff.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Mayfield now. He'll get this one to Galladay.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Mayfield to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Not much there, only a yard. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mayfield with it once more. Open man has got it, complete. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
And it brings up.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
9-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw, escaping the pressure right. A gritty play there, put his nose down and got his guys a first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield flushed out right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Packers 24, Titans 17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
First and 10 at the 36.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A.J. Brown.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here, offense is spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away, because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Packers, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.